Hello, John Talley here with Partzilla.com. Today I'm going to walk you through the process to evaluate, potentially clean, and possibly replace the air filter on our 2012 Honda TRX420, also known as the Honda Rancher. So let's step over to the table, look at the parts that we're going to need to pull this off, and then we'll dive into it. All right, guys, the only part number that you will potentially need is just the part number for the air filter. Now, we're going to look at this one and see if we can reuse it, but with a machine this old, we really need to be careful and inspect it for any tears or this rubber starting to break down, because if this fails and lets dirt and dust get into your engine, that is a killer right there. And oftentimes, it's overlooked. Now, you'll notice when you open this up out of its packaging, it's actually already pre-oiled. But I still like to add a little bit more on top of that. I think the primary reason that Honda pre-oils these as they're packaging them is so that the foam will last longer and be ready to go in the machine. So let me drop this thing down, show you how to get the seat off, and then we're going to take a peek, see what kind of shape it's in. Okay, kids, this is really easy, but it's so often overlooked. I mean, as I said before, if you don't keep this filter clean and dirt and mud and dust get past it, you're going to be doing an engine rebuild, which, by the way, we will be doing to this particular unit in a coming episode. So you may want to subscribe so you'll know when that one drops. Now, to remove the seat, it just had one little catch on the back. Now, pull these clips back and we can remove the cover. Let's see what we have in here. Okay. This may explain why we're going to end up doing a rebuild on this engine. Look down here. That's the #1 killer for these foam filters. As they get old, they start to deteriorate, and without you even knowing it, you've got a split down here, and guess what? That is a straight shot for dirt and dust to go straight into that engine and destroy your rings, cylinders, valves, you name it. Somebody wasn't paying attention on this particular unit, and we are where we are. But we're going to show that engine rebuild at a later date. But for right now, we're going to get that removed and get the new one installed. It's so simple, but if you don't get in there and at least check it, this is the kind of thing that can happen. So the only tool you need to remove this is just a #2 Phillips. Just loosen up this clamp, rock it a little bit, and then she pulls right out. I think I know why that rip is there, because I see the remnants of a critter invasion. Pecan holes that have been, no, it's a peanut hole that has been devoured. So we had a little furry tenant at one point in time. So before we install the new one, let's at least get the shot back over here and, and clean that out. Now you can get a better look at that tear. I guess he made a bed out of that. Well, at any rate, we're going to go ahead and swap that one out. So all you need to do is just get that inner section out. Now, if this one was not torn, the rest of it looks to be in pretty good shape. And I can tell it looks like it's only been cleaned twice. See this little mark down here? This little imprint from that breather? That was probably the original, and that was probably the second time it was cleaned. Now, could you clean this one up if it weren't ripped? Yes, and PJ1 makes a great cleaner that I've used so many times, and that really works magic on these things as far as getting all the dirt and dust and everything out of them. But like I said, this one's got a rip, so it has to be replaced. There's just no getting around that. Don't try to tape it or any of that. They're far too inexpensive compared to how much it costs to rebuild an engine not to go ahead and replace them. So this one is going in the trash can. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the frame. I know some people, they'll spray the foam filter oil on the inside and the outside. I think that's the appropriate thing to do on like a K&N filter, but on a foam one, I prefer just to put it on the outside. Personal preference. All right, Now, before everything gets really slippery, we'll go ahead and get our clamp on. Now, we're just going to put a light coat on it. Now, I can go ahead and warn you, this gets a little messy, so you may want to glove up. I would suggest you go over maybe a newspaper or a paper towel or maybe even the trash can. And you don't have to get real carried away, just a light coat. That should do it. Go ahead and knead it in. And now she is ready to go back on the machine. Kind of have to put it in at an angle a little bit and get that inner frame inside this boot. And there we go. Then it'll slide up and over like that. Now, hold it in place and tighten down that clamp. And now you don't have to get real carried away on the clamp. Just snug it down. And she's good to go. Next, get our cover back on. You notice it says front, so pretty obvious it only goes on one way. And just get your clips back on. Last, get our seat. All right, guys, that is way too easy to do and really too important to be overlooked. Plus, with a clean air filter, your machine breathes better and hence it's going to run better. And that way you're sure that nothing's going to get pulled in and destroy that engine. Well, listen, if you need these or any other parts for your machine, why don't you come see us at Partzilla.com and we can get you taken care of. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below and I'll do my best to answer them. And hey, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can keep up with whatever I'm working on next. We just want to say thank you for shopping here with us at Partzilla, and we will see you in the next video. Y'all have a great day.